Okay, so good morning, guys. This is the very first topic for 8th grade Algebra 1. It is just a refreshment of what you saw in 6th grade and in 7th grade. So we're going to do this part kind of fast, okay? So the first thing that we're going to see is the rules of signs. We have two different rules, one for adding and subtracting and one for multiplying and dividing, okay? We have over here for same signs and different signs in both. So we're going to have actually 4 rules. The first one says same signs for adding and subtracting. We add and we keep the sign. So we know already the normal one that we saw when we were in elementary, 7 plus 2, they're both positive. So if I have 7 candies and they give me 2 more, I have 9. Same signs. We learned that. Then we also learned that if I have both negatives, -5 minus 6, again, we didn't learn this in elementary. We learned it in, we learned it in 6th grade. And then we reinforced it in 7th grade. Again, same signs, both are negative. So I add and I keep the sign. So 5 plus 6, that's 11. But since both are negatives, -11. That's the first part, and that was easy peasy. Then when we were subtracting, we learned also this in elementary, 12 minus 4. If I had 12 apples and I gave away 4, how many apples do I have left? So we learned that it was a simple subtraction and that was 8. We'll learn that. Then in 6th grade and 7th grade, we reinforced. If we had it the other way around, if we had, for example, -6 plus 8, no, plus, let's make it a smaller number, plus 3. -6 plus 3, we learned that if we subtract, we keep the sign of the greatest number. So they had different signs. We subtracted, I have 6, and I give away 3. So that's 3. But the biggest number or the greatest number was 6 and it was negative. So this is -3. We learned that as well. It was like relocating the information. Okay. That was the first part. It was easy peasy, breezy, lemon squeezy. Then we had same signs when for multiplying and dividing. So we had 2. We said we got adding and subtracting, which we just explained, and multiplying and dividing, which is the one that I'm explaining right now. So when we have same signs, my result will be positive. That's different. It is not we add and we keep the sign. It is that my result is positive. So it means 2 times 3. 2 is positive. 3 is positive. My answer is +6. Then if I had both negatives, -7. Okay, that's an awful 7. -7 times -2. They're both negatives. So also again, negative times negative positive, that will be +14. So same signs, my answer is positive. Okay, Anna, don't worry. Okay, my answer is positive. Now different signs, and this is also for dividing, even though I'm just giving you examples of multiplications in here, it is also for divisions. So I'm going to do divisions in here. Different signs, the result will be negative. So if I have -22 divided by +11, negative times positive, that's negative. So my answer is going to be -2. Even though it's a division, it doesn't matter. Or if I have it the other way around, 8 over 2, negative. 8 is positive, the 2 is negative, so my answer is going to be -4, okay? And for that, I have this part in here, okay? Those rules are for here. Okay, so it's the same thing. Multiplying or dividing, if they're the same signs, it's positive. Multiplying or dividing, if they're different signs, my answer will be negative. Okay, so this is the first part, which is rules of science. Easy peasy, breezy, lemon squeezy. Second part. The second part will be orders of operation. We're going to move this up. Okay, this is the second part, order of operations. So what are we going to do? We're going to use the acronym PEMDAS. What this acronym means, it means just like an abbreviation, okay? So we're using the P for parentheses first, the E for exponents, M for multiplication. You know this already. So this is just like the refreshment, the D for divisions, A for additions, and the S for subtractions. And that's what PEMDAS means, okay? We are also going to know that we're working from left to right. So always, 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 we work from left to right. So when we were working in the Kahoot game, I gave you some little tips and we said, so we're gonna call them tips. Okay, we said the tips were, if we have only additions or only multiplications, it doesn't matter. It will start from right to left or left to right. It doesn't matter. You can work whichever way you think that's better, okay? Okay, it doesn't matter where you begin solving, but only when we have additions and subtract and multiplications, only, okay? If we have additions and multiplications, it doesn't matter where we begin, okay? If we have a mix of additions and subtractions or multiplications and divisions, then it does matter, okay? It does matter. So that's the tip number one, that it doesn't matter when we have only additions and subtractions, okay? That's the tip. Do we have any other tip? Well, we always begin with the parentheses, then we begin with the exponents, and we go in a specific order. So basically, that's the tip that we're going to have right now. Right now, we're only working in numeric. What does it mean? We're just working with numbers. That we're not going to work right now with variables. We're going to introduce variables later on. Okay? So that's it for right now. Let's work with these exercises, okay? Let's see, we still have time? Yes, we still have time. So we're going to work with this exercise. I'm doing the first one, and then your guys are going to do the other ones, okay? So, for example, I'm going to do this one, number 3B, okay, 3B. We got parentheses 10 minus 10 divided by 38 divided by 58. Okay, so according to PEMDAS, first I do parentheses. So 10 minus 10, 0, divided by 38, divided by 58. Okay, now what do we do? Does it matter if I begin in one side or not? Or should I begin from left to right? How should I do this exercise in particular? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Should I begin from left to right? Should I do this division of 38 divided by 58 first? What should I do? What should I do there? Come on, open your mic. If not, we will randomly ask. So let's see. Joksan, where should I begin? Should I begin with this division? Should I begin with this division? Should I begin with this division? What should I do? Yes, Fares. Fares will help you. Sorry? Okay, Fares, what were you gonna say?
From left to right, the
From left to
order.
right. And Jokson said it doesn't matter. So it was from left to right because I said only when I have additions or only multiplications, on those two cases are the only ones that it doesn't matter. I go from left to right. So 0 divided by 38, every single time that I have a 0 as a divisor, yeah, like it is 0, okay? So 0 divided by 38, that's 0. And 0 divided by 58, that's how much?
0.
0. So the answer of this was 0, okay? Now remember, this is one way to do it. The other way was, okay, 10 minus 10, that's 0. We cancel that. We just say 0. And a division by 0, that's always 0. Okay, don't worry. That's okay. The video will be up today, okay? So that's what we are going to be doing right now. So you guys are going to solve right now in your notebook. This exercise, and this exercise right now. Those are easy. So those 3 exercises are for right now. 1A, 2B, and 3A. And this, if you see this one, this is similar to one that we did in the Kahoot game, okay? And it was similar to the one that was a mistake. So after that, we're gonna solve this afterwards. I will be solving it with your help. But right now, I want you guys to solve the ones that are having the red circle, 1A, 2B, and 3A. So copy it in your notebook right now and start working on those 3 exercises. You will not be having to upload it to school. You have 7 minutes and they're easy exercises. So landing, work. So besides Fernanda, who else disconnected? We got 21 with Fernanda's 22. Ah, Erica 23. Yeah, she got an excuse. Anyone finished already? Number 1A. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Anyone finished 1A?
Me.
Okay. What's the answer? Give me the answer only right now.
Okay, only the answer, 44.
44. Okay. Anyone finished 2B? No? They're easy exercises. Come on.
I finished 2B.
How much is 2B? Only the answer.
I got 16.
16. Okay, thank you. And 3A, anyone besides Isabella and Fares? No? 3I, no one?
45, Miss.
Okay, 45. Now we're gonna check if these answers are correct. I'm gonna do it in blue, okay? Now, remember, Canvas, it says that you begin from left to right. So you were supposed to work like that, from left to right. And first, parentheses, there's no parentheses. Exponents, there's no exponents because we're gonna see the laws of exponents tomorrow. Multiplications, I got a multiplication, so 4 times 8, that's 32, divided by 8 plus 4. Then divisions, after multiplication, divisions. So 32 divided by 8, that is 4, plus 4. And now additions and subtractions, 4 plus 4, that was 8. So Fares, the correct answer was 8. I don't know where you got the 44, but it is 8, okay? So fix it. Now, this other one, again, first parenthesis. So we got a parenthesis over here, but inside the parenthesis, we got other operations. So first the divisions, 28 divided by 28, that's 1, plus 1, times 8. I'm not placing that little x. I'm just leaving like that, a multiplication with a parenthesis. And 1 plus 1, that is 2. And 2 times 8, that is 16. So this one is correct. This one is 16. Now, this other one, again, multiplications, and then first parenthesis, okay? So I got 3 times, I'm gonna open the parenthesis, 2 times 6, that's 12, divided by 9. It will multiply 3 times 12 because we go from left to right. So 3 times 12, that's 36, divided by 9. 36 divided by 9, that's 4. I don't know where you got the 45, Louis. So it was only 4. Okay, the answer was 4. You need to pay attention. Okay, yes, Fares?
Is that in the first one, the division sign of the 8 divided by 8, it looks like an addition sign?
Oh, so you added this. Okay, but
Yeah.
no. Yeah, it is a division. This is a division, okay? And this is also a division. So I guess that's where you got also with the 45. You thought that this was an addition. It is a division, okay? This is an addition. Now I'm going to do this. This is easy. Again, PEMDAS, parentheses. So first this part. So I'm going to say, oh, and we can do several steps at the same time, okay? We can do the multiplications and the divisions as well at the same time as the parentheses. So 78 divided by 39, because it's a division, that gives me 2. Plus, this is a parenthesis. I solve the parenthesis. 5 divided by 1, that is 5. So my answer is 7. So you can do that. You can skip steps, okay? I'm allowing you to skip steps right now, as long as you make sure that they are correct. Same thing goes here. 5 times 5, that's 25, because that's a multiplication. And then I have a parenthesis, and 6 times 2, that's 12. And now I'm left with only additions. 25 plus 12, that is 37. So you can skip steps. It is not necessary for you to do all of this, okay? It is not necessary for you to do all of this. If you can skip step and you're actually doing it properly, then that's fine. Now this one, you couldn't skip any step because you might get confused. So this, it had to have all the steps. But this one, probably you could have skipped a step, okay? So you can skip steps, but if you're not sure of your answer, do it step by step, even though it takes you longer in the notebook, okay? It doesn't matter. So this is what we're going to see today. Easy peasy breezy. We're not placing the topic yet, okay? We're just living it like that. Do you guys have any question? No questions. Okay, then this is the first part of the topic.